this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA bet slate for Thursday, April 4th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our Thursday, April 4th NBA bet slate. But before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mets_D. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. We're going to talk about that really soon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 3.18 thousand subscribers. You guys are doing phenomenal. Continue to push forward and push through. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, why don't you join the community that we're building right now? All right, it's going crazy the past 3 weeks. Let's keep this positive energy, and I'm gonna keep bringing you these bets. Also, what I want to know is, once NBA season is over, do you want me to go to MLB bets, or do you want me to start fantasy football? Let me know in that comment section down below. I'll probably put up a poll as well. I'm going to be asking this multiple times so I can get a consensus here. Do you want MLB bets, or do you want fantasy football? Because usually for football season, I go into that, and then we go straight into NFL bets after the fantasy football drafts start going. But let me know in that comment section down below. I'll be grateful to know you guys' feedback on that particular, the next journey after NBA. So on the Patreon, I gave out this underdog parlay right here for plus 602. It hit. Trailblazers won, Nets outright won, and Magic outright won. We had some crazy tickets last night on the Patreon. You got to sign up. You're missing out on greatness here. Double Nick Claxton. I put that out because I saw Miles Turner was out. That cashed. Some of the ones that we saw last night, like I told you, we had Nets in the Patreon. Had a couple MLB bets here that came through on a plus 500. Nets to cover. Tons of tickets here. All right, if you want winning bets, sign up for the Patreon right now and do not miss out. First game up on the Thursday slate, we have the Philadelphia 76ers here, 41-35, going up against the Miami Heat here, 42-33. Looking at the current odds, we have Miami Heat as home favorites at a minus 145, with the comeback of the Philadelphia 76ers at a plus 120. The point spread is at a 2.5. It was at 3.5. Now it's moved down to 2.5. Total is at 209.5. For the public bet percentage here, 81% of the bets, 82% of the money towards the Heat to win. For the point spread, 54% of the bets, 56% of the money towards the Miami Heat spread to cover. And for the total, 93% of the bets, 94% of the money towards the over 209.5. This is a very small total here at 209, especially with pretty much both these teams are healthy. All right, they're getting healthy. We're just waiting on confirmation in this injury report, pretty much. Okay, but everyone's healthy. Everyone's got their scores now. This could be a little bit of a higher game. All right, so for the injury report, all these guys are questionable for the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, Tobias Harris questionable, Tyrese Maxey questionable, Joel Embiid questionable, and Mo Bamba questionable. So wait on news, wait on confirmation. That's why I provide that RotoWire link down below, so you guys make sure that Maxey's in, Embiid's in, Harris is in. If those three are in, I feel very confident in the 76ers. So make sure those guys are in. Just stay tuned to news. All right. For the Miami Heat, everyone's out pretty much. Hero's out, and then Josh Richardson out. Everyone else is healthy. Okay. For these two particular teams, they've already played 3 times. 2 of those games went towards Miami, only 1 win by Philly. The first total was a total of 232. The second total was a total of 213. And then you had the low right here, which is 189. That's probably why this total is set at 209, because the previous game in Philly in March only went up to 189. So I think something different is going to happen in this game. All right. So where I'm going to lean towards, if I get good positive injury news on the Philadelphia 76ers, give me the points there on the point spread at plus 2.5. I want to make sure Harris is in, Maxey, and Embiid. I want those three in. And then I'm loving this point spread for the 76ers, all right? For the total, give me the over 209.5, all right? I think that's too short for these two teams if they're healthy, all right? Let's move on to the next game. Next game on the list, we have an East versus West Coast battle here. Sacramento Kings 44-31 going against the New York Knicks 44-31. So same record here. Looking at the odds, minus 155 on the money line for the Knicks. They are home favorites. With the comeback of the Sacramento Kings at a plus 125, the current spread is at 3.5. And the total is at currently 213.5. Live, it just went down a point. It just went down from 214 to 213. All right. Public bet percentage, 84% of the bets, 78% of the money towards the Knicks. For the point spread, 51% of the bets towards the Kings to cover, but 53% of the money towards the Knicks to cover. All right. For the total, 93% of the bets, 91% of the money towards the over 213.5. And then you saw the line just go down from 214 to 213. For the injury report, Malik Monk still out. Well, he's going to be out for the year. Kevin Huerter is going to be out for the year as well. And for the Knicks, we're waiting on news for Mitchell Robinson and for Josh Hart. They're both questionable as of right now. So stay tuned to news for those key pieces for the New York Knicks here. These two teams have already played. That was in March. That was a 7-point win by the New York Knicks in Sacramento. That total was 189. So this is their second and final matchup. These two teams are in opposite trajectories as of right now. Kings are on a 2-game winning streak, despite the fact they're losing key pieces like Kevin Huerter and Malik Monk. And then the New York Knicks getting back some guys, and they're on a 3-game losing streak. So a little bit due here. Faced a tough opponent against Miami. But coming back home, the Knicks are a very strong home team. They're 16-11 as home favorites against the spread. But so are the Kings. Kings are good on the road. They're 13-7 against the spread as away underdog. So where I'm going to lean here, I'm going to be leaning towards the Knicks to bounce back in this spot. Obviously, I want confirmation about Josh Hart mainly and Mitchell Robinson. But I think the Knicks on a 3-game losing streak, they bounce back. This is a spot for them to they're more aggressive team than Sacramento Kings. Kings are a very soft team. So when you get like a team like the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks, these tough grinder type of teams, Sacramento Kings look soft. Domantas Sabonis doesn't look good anymore because he's getting Isaiah Hartenstein or Mitchell Robinson getting rebounds, or Precious Achiuwa being gritty and grimy down in those blocks, getting rebounds. All right, Jalen Brunson is that perfect New York type style basketball player, grit, grimy. He's still putting up buckets. You don't know how he gets 40, but he does it some way, yo. So we're going to be going with the Knicks on the money line and the point spread. If you want to take the point spread, go ahead. Just give me the win. It's cheap enough where I'll just take the minus 155 and move on. And for the total, we're going to go towards the under. We're going to fade the public here. 93% of the bets are on the over. We're going to go with the under in this particular environment. As home favorites, the New York Knicks are 9-18 towards the under. And the Kings, as away underdogs, they're 7-12 towards the under. All right, so Knicks money line and the total to go under 213. Next game, we have the Atlanta Hawks, who are currently 36-40, going up against the Dallas Mavericks, 45-30 here. Looking at the current odds, the Mavericks are home favorites at a minus 700, with the comeback of the Atlanta Hawks at a plus 500. The point spread is at 11.5, and the total is at 228.5. For the public bet percentage, 94% of the bets towards Dallas, 78% of the money towards Dallas. For the point spread, 80% of the bets and 76% of the money towards Atlanta to cover that 11.5. And for the total, 87% of the bets, 80% of the money towards the over 228.5. The Atlanta Hawks injury report on your way. It's a whole bunch of backups. Okongwu is still being reevaluated, and so is AJ Griffin. And for Dallas, Derek Lively is going to be out for 2 weeks, and Josh Green is currently questionable. All right. These two teams have already played in January, and that was an extreme total. That was 291 points there between these two teams, and that was in regulation. That's not even overtime included. All right. These two teams are pretty hot, winning 4 out of the last 5 games, both teams here. And Dallas Mavericks seem to be on a very long winning streak. Just recently lost to Golden State. Hawks still hot, having those 2 big wins against Boston. So where we're going to be leaning here, I 100% think that Dallas Mavericks is going to win this game. So ways to get better value, you could do first half and full game money line for Dallas. I like that one. The question is, are they going to cover this spread? I'm going to give out the -9.5. I think they can cover the spread. It's going to be close. If we're looking at the numbers as favorites, the Mavs are 29-17 as favorites towards covering these spreads. And for the Atlanta Hawks, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. They're 13-24 away against the spread, and as underdogs, they're 12-22 against the spread. So both of those numbers are making me lean towards the Mavericks to cover this big number. But if you're going to play a little bit safe, I think they cover that first half. Or you can do first half and full game money line. Be a little creative that way. But I'll give out -9.5 and give me the over 228.5. Both of these teams put up points in bunches. All right. Ooh, we got a good one here. This is going to be a tightly contested matchup here. Golden State Warriors 41-34 going up against the Houston Rockets 38-37. This is for the play-in right here. This is for that 10 spot. All right, Houston is still behind Golden State, so this is a must-win scenario here for the Houston Rockets. Looking at the odds, Golden State Warriors are away favorites, -175 on the money line, with the comeback of the Houston Rockets at a +145. Point spread is at a 4.5, and the total set at 228.5. For the public bet percentage here, 82% of the bets towards Warriors, 75% of the money towards the Warriors. For the point spread, 51% of the bets towards the Rockets to cover, but 52% of the money towards the Warriors to cover. And for the total points, 87% of the bets and 86% of the money towards the over 228.5. For the injury report of the Warriors, we're waiting on news for pretty much Jonathan Kuminga. He's currently questionable. Gary Payton II is going to play in this game. And for the Houston Rockets, these are the guys that have been out for a while, obviously. For these two, they have already played twice. It's the third and final matchup here. Both of those games went towards the Golden State Warriors. The first total was a 201, and the second total was at 237. All right. Warriors are red hot right now on a long win streak, and the Rockets are opposite. They're on a 2-game losing streak after their 11-game win streak. All right. So this is very desperate times. And if we're looking at the numbers, both of these teams are strong. Warriors are very good away, and Houston is very good at home. So one of these two things are going to have to cancel out. We're going to be going with the Houston Rockets with a +4.5. I think they keep this game close. It's going to be very interesting. This adds to the drama of that Western Conference 10 spot here. I think the NBA wants this to be drawn out, and I expect we might even see a win here by the Houston Rockets. So I'm going to give out +4.5 for the Houston Rockets and give me the under 228.5. This is going to be a playoff environment here. Both of these teams desperate. Defense is going to be a little bit tighter here. So give me the under 228.5. Last but not least, we have the Denver Nuggets, who are 53-23, going up against the LA Clippers, who are 47-28. Looking at the current odds, Denver Nuggets are road favorites here, -165 on the money line, with the comeback of the LA Clippers at a +135. The current point spread is at 3.5, and the total is set at 221.5. All right. For the public bet percentage, 78% of the bets and 53% of the money towards the Nuggets. For the point spread, 72% of the bets, 69% of the money towards the Nuggets to cover. And for the total, 88% of the bets and 90% of the money towards the over 221.5. For the Denver Nuggets injury report here, we're waiting on news for Jamal Murray, but Nikola Jokic and Aaron Gordon are going to be probable for this game. Clippers are fine. They have a full bill of health. These two teams have already played 3 times. This is the 4th and final matchup. And the totals for the games all went towards the under the current one. So 219, 217, and 213. All right, this is the 4th and final matchup. We have a big sample size here between these two teams playing that the under hits. And I have a stat for you. As away favorites, the Nuggets are 11-17 towards the under. All right, so we're going to be going with the under 221.5, and for point spread or money line, we're going to be going with the money line of the Denver Nuggets. If you want to take the point spread, be fine. Go ahead, be my guest, and take that -3.5. Just give me the win here. I'll take the Nuggets on the money line. As home dogs, the LA Clippers are 0-2 this season. 0-2. I think that continues. Nuggets are the better team, and if I get positive news about Jamal Murray, I'm gonna feel very confident in the Denver Nuggets on the money line. All right. So that's the slate here for Thursday, 5-game slate. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in that comment section down below about, like I said before, do you want me to go into MLB bets, or do you want me to go into fantasy football? And also, if you want to get signed up and get these winning picks, go to that link down below for the Patreon. I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out.